Have you ever felt the dread of checking your bank account, knowing that the balance is lower than you would like? Are you tired of trying to save money, only to come up short every time? It's no secret that building wealth is not an easy feat, but there are a few destructive habits that you need to break before you can even start on your path to financial success. In this video, we'll be discussing the top 5 money habits that are keeping you poor. Stick around until the end because we'll also give you some tips on how to break these habits and achieve your financial goals. Without further ado, let's dive in. Number 1 on our list is buying things just this once. We're all guilty of this habit. You see something you really like, and even though you don't necessarily need it, you justify the purchase by saying, "I deserve this after working so hard." Maybe you splurge on an outfit for a special occasion, book a vacation that's beyond your means, or let a car salesman convince you to buy the most expensive car on the lot. Sound familiar? The problem is, this type of spending can quickly become a habit, and before you know it, your impulse buying has caused your bank account to dwindle. And if you're using credit to make these purchases, it can be even worse. Don't get us wrong. Treating yourself occasionally is perfectly fine, but when it becomes a regular habit, it can wreak havoc on your finances. The solution? Start each day with the mindset of only buying what you need. Be conscious of your spending, and before you know it, you'll be in better control of your finances. But impulse buying isn't the only issue we need to address. Stay tuned to find out the other habits that are keeping you poor. Number 2, are you addicted to shopping? We've all heard of retail therapy, where you shop to relieve stress after a tough day. But have you ever heard of recreational shopping? This is when you start buying things out of sheer boredom or because it has become a habit. The bottom line is that you're buying things because you have nothing else to do, and that can be dangerous. Even a short trip to the mall with friends can lead to overspending if you see a bargain you just can't resist. Those places are designed to make you spend as much money as possible. And to make matters worse, shopping can be addictive. Buying things releases endorphins in your brain, similar to eating chocolate. In fact, a 2016 study conducted by Ebates, the pioneer and leader in online cashback shopping, found that 96% of adults and 95% of teens participate in retail therapy. If looking up online stores has become your new hobby, or you find yourself regularly going to the mall just for fun, it's time to ask yourself, is this really necessary? Your wallet will definitely thank you for it. Number 3, do you use credit cards for the points? Before we dive into this, let's be clear. Not all credit cards are evil. If you're able to use them responsibly, then they definitely deserve a spot in your wallet. However, credit card companies aren't charities either. There's a reason they offer rewards, and if they are making money, there's a good chance you're losing it. Here's the deal. Rewards can make you more comfortable spending money. A 2010 study presented at a meeting for the American Economic Association found that simply using a points-based credit card with a 1% return actually increased monthly spending by about $70, which adds up to $840 per year. It also increased credit card debt by $115. Suddenly, the idea of racking up points doesn't seem so smart, does it? Especially since most credit cards have restrictions on cashback rewards, such as limited purchases and annual caps. Perhaps it's time to rethink your strategy and avoid going deeper into debt just for the sake of earning points. Number 4 on our list of financial mistakes is falling for lifestyle inflation. But what does that even mean? Essentially, it's when you start spending more and more money as your income increases. And while it might seem like a natural progression to upgrade your lifestyle as your financial situation improves, it's important to be mindful of your spending habits. We're not saying that you shouldn't treat yourself or invest in necessary expenses like insurance or medical bills. But if you're constantly on the lookout for ways to spend more money, you're setting yourself up for trouble down the line. After all, there's no point in earning a higher income if you're not going to save any of it. Take tech upgrades, for example. Is there really a reason to purchase the latest iPhone every few months? Not only is it an unnecessary expense, but it can also quickly lead to financial doom. It's crucial to differentiate between what you need and what you simply want. Frivolous expenses can eat away at your hard-earned fortune. Another pitfall of lifestyle inflation is the pressure to keep up with others. We call it keeping up with the Joneses, and with social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube constantly bombarding us with images of lavish lifestyles, it's difficult not to feel envious. But it's important to remember that living beyond your means is never the answer. You need to prioritize your own goals and financial well-being. And who knows, those influencers that you're comparing yourself to could be drowning in credit card debt. Ultimately, it's best to stay in your own lane and focus on what you truly need, rather than what you think you should have based on other people's standards. Of course, there are times when you need to go above and beyond to improve your financial situation, such as seeking out additional sources of income. But it's important to strike a balance and ensure that your spending aligns with your long-term goals. Number 5. Relying on a single income source. For most people, this is their primary way of earning money. They go to school, work hard, and hope to land a good job that pays enough to cover their expenses and save for retirement. However, what happens when that job disappears? It can be a nightmare for anyone who depends on a single income stream. Think about it: if you lose your job, you'll have no income, and bills will continue to pile up. In 2018 alone, over 21 million people in the US were laid off from their jobs, and since November 2022, large companies have collectively let go of over 100,000 people. That's a lot of people who suddenly found themselves without a steady source of income. But the good news is that you have options. Starting a side business or building an investment portfolio can give you multiple streams of income, which will make you more financially secure. Investing in stocks that pay dividends is an excellent way to increase your earning potential, and financial advisors highly recommend it. So, what can you do to start saving money and building wealth? First, you need to acknowledge that there's a problem. If you're watching this video, you're already on the right track. Congratulate yourself on taking the first step. Next, start planning ahead. This means setting a budget, reading books about finance, and keeping your money in an investment account to keep up with inflation. If you find yourself sabotaging your own financial stability, take a step back and see where you're going wrong. Maybe you need to cut back on unnecessary expenses, or perhaps you need to find ways to increase your income. Whatever the case may be, don't give up on your financial goals. In conclusion, relying on a single income source is risky, and it's essential to have multiple streams of income. By planning ahead, investing wisely, and being mindful of your spending, you can achieve financial stability and build wealth for the future. So, don't wait any longer. Take control of your finances today. Thanks for tuning into my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment with your thoughts and don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Until next time, take care and have a great day.